Oh cute. I alternated between emailing my parents and checking adorable bunny videos on my laptop. Short attention span. The shift had finished and people were dispersed around the museum as usual. Hendrik and DeAndre piled the trays to return to the storage closet for another day. While they did, I could hear them chit-chatting in French. I logged off and stretched one arm. I casually twirled the chair around to face the others. DeAndre noticed while Hendrik disappeared down the hall momentarily, leaving us alone. All up to date? Probably. Yeah, fired off a quick response to my folks. They appreciate all the pictures, but Dad's disappointed I haven't dug up a dinosaur yet. Those are lofty ambitions. If that's what he's expecting from me, boy has he wasted on his money. I think that's a completely different field. Oh, DeAndre. Jacques Helges. You something? What are you speaking of? I don't know. Sorry, I was going to mention before I forget again, that we received drawings and thank you letters from the elementary school. Oh, great. Oh, really? How sweet of them. Very. They wrote down their favourite events during the whole tour. Can you guess what got mentioned the most here? Grabbing a stack of papers, Hendrik spread them out like a deck of cards and tapped one of the drawings. DeAndre and I rifled through them. There was supposed to be a full stop in that, while Hendrik translated some of the sentences. I presume it's the dumb Neanderthal bit. One paper caught my eye. It showed a crude humanoid shape with fangs, outstretched arms, and yellow lines all over the face. Oh, come on, I'm not that hairy. Got the goatee all wrong, too. You are being generous if you think that's a goatee. Isn't a goatee something which goes into a moustache as well? Despite the complaints, DeAndre chuckled and stroked his chin. I don't know, I think it's a pretty accurate Neanderthal. Hendrik burst out laughing and DeAndre rolled his eyes. Sighing, Hendrik gave a tiny shrug. I wish I was the one who came up with that. While they chatted, one picture caught my eye. Oh, someone even drew Kyler? At least I think this is Kyler. He's so boring that they couldn't even get the picture right. I tapped the drawing with the green and purple stick figure. Ah, yes, Kyler seemed to have enjoyed himself and he helped the kids a great deal. Kyler's actually a decent guy when he doesn't act like there's a stalactite stuck up his arse. I mean, to be fair, if you had that stuck up your arse, you'd probably be constantly grouchy too. DeAndre, language. Oh, sorry, stalagmite. Since stalagmites rise from the floor, they'd make more sense than a stalactite. DeAndre chuckled at his own display of knowledge, and Hendrik let it slide as he collected the papers. Anyway, thanks for helping me, DeAndre. You're more than welcome, buddy. Later, Hendrik, Mel. Oh, don't leave me with Hendrik. Oh, god damn it. DeAndre left and Hendrik returned the class letters to the corner of the table. Noticing me lingering, Hendrik glanced up. Need something? Oh, I was wondering where Kyler was since we mentioned him. He's usually upstairs, reading or in his tent, but I haven't seen him. Think he's still in the cave. What? But isn't that all locked up and stuff? This time? Yes. However, Augustine made an exception. Kyler's currently scouting the cave's interior since we plan to put up some displays with the visitors during the festival next week. Oh god, don't make me speak to Kyler. I don't want to. Festival? An open event that anyone can join. You know, like everywhere. There will be more details next Monday since we'll be needing everyone's help on this one. Otherwise, they wouldn't bother to tell you. Sounds fun. You're giving Kyler more responsibilities lately. Or has he done this before? Well, since he helped out during the tour, he's proved himself capable outside the excavation and lab activities. I thought it wouldn't hurt. I'm glad things are sorted out between you two. Same here. Not sure why this year is different from the previous ones, but I'm grateful we're in friendlier terms. We're having the time of our lives, that's why. That's the theme tune I constantly have to listen to every time I boot up this game. I don't actually think we're having the time of our lives. Let's hope it stays like that. Anyways, I'll see you around. Later, Melissa. I closed the lab door and noticed something to my right. On the widest spot of the floor, there was a long sheet of white construction paper spread out. Was someone drawing? Oh, Look, I cannot begin to tell you just how uninteresting you are. Please leave. I turned the corner, careful of the glass displays, and saw the end of the white paper. Sho knelt next to it with an art book open beside him. Hey, plan to draw something? I plan to draw a cock. That's probably not what he's going to say. He glanced up, startled, then relaxed when he realized it was me. I crouched down on the other side of the paper. Yeah, one of the cardboard displays got ruined since it was stored incorrectly. It was the Neanderthal cutout they used to attract visitors during the festival. The receptionist ordered a new one, but it won't arrive in time. I heard her talk to Professor Dupont and Hendrik about it. Afterwards, I spoke to Hendrik and said I could make a temporary replacement. It won't be anything amazing, and it'll be flimsy poster paper, but I thought I could help out a bit. Alone, by drawing poorly. I probably won't be able to do much during the actual event. Oh, that's really thoughtful of you. How long will it take? I'll have plenty of free time over the weekend. If I can get over the majority of the line art done before Monday, it'll be completed for the festival. I still have to figure how big I should make it. I don't know. Make it a foot. There you are. Done. Is it supposed to be a massive cutout? Maybe it's supposed to be bigger. Look, I don't care, is unfortunately the answer. Picking up a pencil, he crawled outward and started making light marks on the paper. He returned to the art book, which was a graphic novel with Neanderthals. Of course it was. Why don't you have someone lie down so you can just outline them? Well, that could work. A rough outline would help. Now the question was, who to volunteer for the task? Grab DeAndre. And I know who would be perfect for this. Exactly. We need to find a Neanderthal himself. Sho simply gave me a blank stare as I briskly walked out of the museum. It's night already. DeAndre? It wasn't hard to find him. He was casually tossing a frisbee. Okay. My eyes glanced too far across, and my brain was confused. With other students outside, he excused himself once he saw I wanted to talk to him. Hey, gonna join us for a few rounds? Not today. Can I ask you for a favour? Sure, what is it? I need you on your back. Context, Mel, please. Oh, come on. You're gonna say shit like I need you on your back, but then suddenly root and you don't want to make a joke out of that. Oop, whoops. Come on, it'll be easier to show you and you can decide yay or nay. It's just for a few minutes. What's with the paper? I gestured to indicate Sho's presence. Ta-da, Sho's gonna draw a Neanderthal, but we need someone to trace around. I do not resemble a Neanderthal. Well, I mean, look. You're here now, aren't you? You're here now. I mean, he doesn't. Neanderthals probably weren't like 6'6", but you know, it's fine. How would you know? Really? How would you know? It's only for outline purposes. Sho shyly piped up, then seemed nervous around DeAndre. DeAndre surveyed the layout of the floor, then playfully elbowed me. So this is what you went when you said you needed me on my back. I rolled my eyes and gave him a gentle shove forward. What other reason would there be? Kneeling down involves that as well. DeAndre glanced at the pencil Sho held. I had no idea you draw. That's pretty cool. Are we talking comic book style or realistic stuff? I'm still finding my own style. I'm probably better at realism. Don't forget your shoes. Oh, right. DeAndre pulled them off, then crawled onto the paper. Before he could lie down, a tune emitted beside Sho. Sho glanced at the phone display and stood up. Sorry, I need to take this. It's likely work-related. What a dick. After an apologetic nod, he disappeared into the back room, answering in French. DeAndre sighed and leaned back as he turned to me. Now what? And what was that about work? Oh, Sho works at his mum's store. They specialise in odd electronics, but he sometimes fixes newer computers too. I'm not sure how long the conversation will be. Maybe I can outline you. It's easy enough. He glanced down at his hand, which was off the paper. I think I'm too tall for this. Wouldn't it be less work if Sho had a smaller outline? Well, I mean, look, you're here now. He's not even in the room. I think you have to do it. Trace, DeAndre. I think it'll be fine. You fit the Neanderthal mold better than I do anyway. Now on your back. Teasingly, I pushed him gently until he was down. Picking up the pencil, I scooted over DeAndre's side by his knee. Returning to those pictures from the kids we saw earlier, I never asked how the event went. Was it fun? I saw you leave from the others after the cave tour. Hendrik asked me to help out with the later portion. You like kids? Kids? Pff, can't stand those ankle biters. Oh, come on, they're not that small. I know you're like 6'6", but really? That's like 2 meters tall. But really? Ankle? Oh, whatever. I laughed at his fake answer. I inched over as I brought the pencil up along DeAndre's body and traced around his arm. Really now? Because it sounded like you enjoyed yourself. Good with kids? I used to be an assistant coach for the kids' teams at the Pro in the club. I needed the money and it was a job. I admit I didn't know what to expect, and it got chaotic, and every lesson was different, but you learn a lot when you teach others. It's pretty rewarding to see kids improve too. Parents would compliment me on how well I got along with the kids. I wonder if it's because I'm the oldest sibling and already have plenty of experience. Or you're just good with whatever. Or maybe it's because you're a kid at heart. That is not what I thought of at all. Being a kid at heart and being a kid are two different things. You mean I'm a very responsible adult who knows when to have fun once in a while. Watch the hair. I laughed as the pencil circled around his head. Right, and your bracelet once I get there. Is it handmade? Oh, this, my younger sister's made it as a good luck charm before I moved to New Zealand. I mean, to be fair, if we're going to have a go at him for not being, you know, an adult, he did live in New Zealand. That's not something you can do as a kid, is it? Especially when you're Belgian. Oh, your sister sounds sweet. Ha, it's a relic from when they still cared about their brother. Now they just want me out of the house so they can take my bedroom. I guess that's a perk of being an only child. Although my parents like to joke that they'll convert my bedroom into a jacuzzi room. Well, don't say they don't. We exchanged a grin and I'm not even going to what they're doing in that room. But look, just change your seats before you sleep, or offer to sleep on the sofa. Just don't sleep in that room. I resumed my focus. Once I guided the pencil along his leg and farther up the knee, I stopped and poked him with the eraser end. There, you can finish the rest. Right. He sat up and accepted the pencil. As he finished the outline, walked in, shoving his phone into his back pocket. Sorry for the interruption. I hope it didn't take too long. You took forever. I've outlined his body in the time you've done that. DeAndre carefully crawled off the paper to display our proud work. No worries, we went ahead and finished. We should have asked, but you don't mind? No, if anything, I would have felt bad for making you two wait. This helped. He examined the paper and nodded in approval. Thanks for volunteering. You're welcome. Just make sure the drawing embodies my awesomeness. I'll be sure to put tosser in the bottom right. I'll try. DeAndre waved casually, then departed to rejoin his friends. And thanks again for the suggestion, Melissa. It'll come in handy. It'll be no problem. I look forward to seeing the finished project. That was a meaningful thing we did there. We have everything at 100. I was scared that we wouldn't even get there. Oh my lord, 15 by 15. Have we had one of these yet? This doesn't look particularly easy either. Okay, so the normal whoosh. Right, so we've got it, other than here. There's either one here and here, or one here and here. So we'll do this. Okay, so we'll get rid of that, put that like that. There we go. Oh, nice and easy. Easy! I don't know what you guys are worrying about. 15 by 15? I'm a Pycross Archaeology Master. So low. Do you get penalised points for, like, relaxing? Because we should do that for the rest of this, like, game, to be fair. Because you lose points for failing. Oh, goody, this again. Okay, so this is simply... What's our stress? 42! Quite high. Very high, actually. Maybe we won't do that. We're in the right one, right? Yeah, okay. So we need to relax. We won't get rid of volunteering. But we will browse the internet here. And we'll also browse the internet here. And dancing also, I think, gets rid of it. Yep, sweet, let's go. Going to the lab. Please let there be a scene. Please don't let it be... Oh, fuck. Whoosh. An amazing job. We are indeed still a hero of the people. And we're now in upper dinosaur territory. Bit of internet. Our stress still quite high, but we can go 104? Man, that is shit I did not know. Oh, good. A decent job today. We're no longer a hero, but we're close enough. An interglacial period. We all know it quite well, that period, don't we? The famous something period of time, whatever that was. And this was done entirely in coloured pencil? You're really skilled at this. Why is coloured with a U? Everything else hasn't been, has it? I wonder if this is more of this weird Canadian or not. Hendrik looked over the finished cutout laid on the table. Sho had recently put the finishing touches on it and declared it complete. Thank you. I kept it on a minimalistic side, but it should work for tomorrow. Not bad at all. Hey, since you're great at artsy stuff, would you be up for overseeing the face painting station tomorrow? Man, they're using him. Face painting? Well, yeah, like painting a face. Or would it be too different from what you're used to? No, I've used paints before. It's very easy. You get a can of spray paint, put a mask over them, spray. Done. Sho flashed me a save me expression for when I stepped in. It's something to think about at least, Sho. I don't think she's expecting an answer right away. Rosemary faltered slightly, and I knew she was the type who liked snap decisions. However, she turned to Hendrik, who nodded respectfully. It's no problem, the chores won't officially be assigned until tomorrow morning anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna get angry. Why can't I just pressure my students into doing stuff? Fuck's sake! Hendrik thanked Sho once again, and the two of us went outside. Should I, or the face painting? I think you can do it. Think so? No. Oh, it's all in one. Yeah, I can. I don't. It's all one-on-one, and I'm sure it'll mostly be kids wanting a flower or a butterfly on their cheek. Just ask the question, like, who their favourite superhero is, and they'll go on while you focus on their face painting. I didn't have a superhero as a whatever. This is Belgium, everyone's different apparently. I see, like, what's your favourite mocket? Oh, I always loved the cake-shaped one. Don't know what that is. I keep forgetting his real name because I always call it Bunt. I stopped when I realised it wasn't a real question. He laughed. Since you put it that way, I'll definitely consider it. Before we could discuss it further, his cell phone rang. I grinned, recognised the video game theme, muttering a quick apology. Sho walked away a few paces, then pulled out his phone. He glanced at his phone display quizzically and hit the receive button. Allô? Oui, c'est Sho. That shouldn't need translating for you. Oui? Ma mère est à l'hôpital? Oh, that could mean anything. I froze at the word hospital. Really? Ma mère est à l'hospital. And you're like, hang on, hospital? Oh. And Sho's voice lowered to a frightened whisper. I knew it was impolite to eavesdrop, but I didn't want to leave the upsetting news being delivered. I worriedly took a step forward, waiting until Sho hung up. When the call ended, Sho turned around looking pallid. He looks the same. Sho, what was that about? You mentioned the hospital. He took a deep breath, struggling to ease his nerves and remained calm. One of the employees found my mum unconscious at the bottom of the stairs. He called an ambulance right away and isn't sure how severe it is, but we don't know the details. Let's get you to the hospital first. When does the train arrive? Sho frantically punched numbers into his phone. I'll have to take a taxi. This town was tiny and I doubted a taxi would arrive quickly. Wait, let's see if we can get someone to drive you. But, what, something's going on? Come on, who else is it going to be? Come on, Neanderthal, let's do this.